Hello, my name is Alexis Baltazar. Today I'll be talking about the impact of artificial intelligence in the workspace. So, when we think of artificial intelligence, these are some images that might come into our mind. So, like human-like robots that have a brain like humans, but that is not what artificial intelligence is. Another example that we might of artificial intelligence that might come up to mind will be um, these kinds of robots that are more realistic and used in this day and age. But this is not what artificial intelligence is either. This is more like a skeleton of what artificial intelligence uses. So, what is artificial intelligence exactly? Well, artificial intelligence, a definition by Kaushik Kumar. It's a system's ability to correctly interpret external data, to learn from such data, and to use those learnings to achieve specific goals and tasks through flexible adaptation. So basically, it's almost like a human mind. Some of the biggest industries where AI is used, and I'll be talking about today, is the healthcare, agriculture, and manufacturing. AI in healthcare. Some of the implementations used in healthcare will be um, the document storing. It uses AI to store any documents of patients through a database. It also can store nurses' notes, so AI is able to translate the nurses' notes into their own language and store it in the database as well for it to be retrieved at any time by the workers in the healthcare or anyone who needs it. It can also predict patients' diseases through the documentations of the patients, and it can create patterns and predict any diseases. And it's not accurate, but it can predict. The impact of these implementations will be the efficiency. It makes everything faster. The workers don't do as much work with getting like the papers of the patients, the documents. It's just ran through a system in the computer. The workload, the workers don't do as much work anymore. They focus on the patients more, and the time spent as well, it's lessened, so workers have more time to spend it in more important things. Now we're gonna be talking about AI in agriculture. Some of the systems used and implementations is through the inventory issues. It can detect any issues in inventory, if something's missing or if they need more of something. It can also make patterns of the weather through some robotic systems like we see here in the picture. This is one of the robots that uses machines it can use to detect any weather patterns. It can also go through the market prices of the products used in agriculture, so it can go in there and find what the best prices for it is or how the market is going. Some of the impacts of these systems is efficiency as well. It makes everything just smooth and not take as much time. It's less time consuming. It also makes the machines used in agriculture to gather like the vegetables, fruits, or whatever is being grown there through the assembly line. The assembly line is like it breaks down the steps of what machines do. So it goes step by step. So gathering the crops and everything to storing it, packaging and everything. So all of that is being automated through machines, and AI can also do decision making. So it can um, it can look through all the steps that the machines are going through, and it can give suggestions of what the best thing to do is. So that's another thing you can do. These drones up here, these are can be one of the machines you can use to water the plants, or they can also be used for the measure the weather patterns, or measure the crop like sizes and how much vegetation there is. So that's another thing AI can be used in. AI manufacturing. Some of the implementations used here is through automated machines. Now this is the robots AI is able to use. So again, AI is not the robots, it's the brains. So it's what's controlling the robots. You can tell AI what to do and the machines do it. Another thing it can be used is for detect any products that are defects or does not meet the standards. So here's the bottom picture. You can see there's like a robot that is going through each product and seeing if it's a defect or not. And the impact of these artificial intelligence to use through these machines is you get high quality items, so the quality of the products it's higher and you get less defects. The time spent producing these items is quicker and faster, which is one of the main goals of manufacturing. They want to take out products as fast as possible. So right here an example can be car factories. The amount of time that the product is made is way quicker than if it was used by people. Another thing is the accuracy of these machines is high due to the use of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has low failure and high accuracy, as well as a assembly line. As I talked about previous, it breaks down the steps. So for example, in the car industries, factories, there's steps. So first you can start with the like tires, then go to the roof or doors and stuff like that. So the efficiency of each step becomes quicker. The main goal of artificial intelligence is not to replace people or humans, not to get rid of people and not pay them or anything like that, but the goal is to make these industries efficient and have accurate in their industries. So the work they're doing, it is not the goal is not to replace the workers or people involved in these industries, but to fill in the holes in people's skills. So humans are always gonna be needed. The artificial intelligence does not have the same emotions or feelings or judgment as humans. So humans are always going to be needed in this industry. So the goal is not to get rid of people, but to fill in the holes of people's skills. Thank you.